Kimoya Dawkins, a millennial mom. Today we're going to be discussing entrepreneurship and how to balance money in your relationship. Today I have Danique, a mom of 2, and Lindsay, a mom of 1. How are you doing today, ladies?
Good, we're good.
I know, Danique, you are a singer, you are a songwriter, amongst many other business ventures that you are on. How did you get involved in that business?
It honestly fell into my lap. I started out with music, and I always decided from the beginning that music was going to be my platform to fulfill all my other goals. Hence how I was able to become a brand, branch out into TV, branch out into just being a personality. Personally, I literally implore people, if you can get a 9 to 5, get a 9 to 5, start off, get some stability, because you don't want to go into your own business broke.
Yes,
you don't want to become an entrepreneur broke, because you need money to make money.
You need money to make money.
And that's just the way of the world. That's how the cycle goes. You can ask any business person.
And it's good experience too, because it's like, it teaches you. So it's like, if you're going to have employees, you need to know how to be a boss, and if you're gonna, and vice versa. So I think it's good experience.
A lot of things, corporate companies, like Scotia itself. Scotia is an entity that I bank with. I've been banking with them for a very long time. My dad one of the things that actually helped me on my entrepreneurship journey was the fact that my dad took out a Scotia Mint for me. And now I have taken out one for my kids. So
I congratulate you for doing that.
Thank you. Balancing, honestly, is just time management for me, and just finding little ways to make things work. I need to do this today, but this also needs to happen. How am I going to make everything happen so that I can succeed? Because at the end of the day, as moms, we're the captains of the ship.
Yes, definitely.
And if the ship have a hole, it's not going to sail. It's going to sink. So we have to always make sure our jobs are so infinite as women, and especially as moms. So balance is necessary.
I think once you are, focused, you know what it is you have to do. It's like you can kind of plan your day as best as possible around that. And I think the other thing too is that sometimes for me, I have to eliminate the distractions. Because I'll procrastinate.
So
and I'll watch Netflix.
What is wrong with us?
And I will scroll Instagram, and I will, but that isn't progressive. It's like, so it's it really is, the balancing act, like what Danique was saying.
So sometimes you can't even think about balancing. You
have to do it. You don't have an option.
So a part of investing in your business is also investing in yourself. How does that look for you? How do you invest in yourself, Danique?
I have to be very honest with you. I cannot tell the last time that I spent on myself, because I'm always spending on the kids. But I do know that investing in yourself financially is so for me, I am a brand. So I am the entity, and investing in me means investing in my business.
Brand,
So I literally just have to make the necessary plans, and this is why, like I said, I knew I had to open certain things. I made the decision to open a Scotia Mint, because when my dad did that for me, I don't even think he knew what he was doing, but I don't think he realized just how much that helped me on my journey, and how important it was, for him to give
you a head start.
And I couldn't access it until I was 21, which was, thank God. It was 18, but little things like that. So I know that, per month, this goes here. So I have this amount per month that I can invest back into me, back into my brand, invest into all the things that I am doing.
For me, the way I invest into myself is, one, I love power tools. And that kind of helps me in my brand. So I need to have like a saw, I need to have all of these things, but it's really just making sure that the work that I do, I'm being paid, and as Danique said, I'm putting aside to reinvest into what it is. How whatever the business might be, how are you going to?
As you grow, you need
to expand, and you need to.
Let us talk about goal planning. It's so important. Like at the beginning of each year, we individually would have our vision board, and we would, write down. Yes, we would write down exactly what is it that we would like to accomplish for that year. But do we do goal planning with our partners for her children, for, you know, just doing things together. Do you guys necessarily have that one-on-one discussion?
At this point, we say we're gonna have these conversations and we don't. Everything kind of just happens.
It's just life.
Yeah, life happens.
Yes.
Life happens, but we do make an effort to. So we do say, hey, listen, these are the things we want to achieve. So now we've started, thanks to me, we've stopped making long-term goals in a sense.
Yes.
Not stopped completely, but so like long-term stuff, you know, like the Scotia Mint, like the investments, those are long-term. But when you talk about like short-term goals, I start doing that now because it keeps you more focused. And it keeps your motivation kind of on a high. So, you know, you don't drift up and down. It's like, okay, in 2 months I want this, in 3 months I want this. So when you accomplish those, it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you wanting to go and go and go again.
It's kind of just, you know, just talking about different ideas. And, you know, what about, for me, like Yara's, as you were saying, what about schooling? So it's like we do have a joint fund that we contribute to for, you know, later on when she's older. You know, there are things that we talk about, like, you know, maybe buying a house, getting an apartment, getting little things to just kind of get ourselves on that, you know, a little bit higher up on the financial ladder of structure of things.
It is important, you know, so sitting down with your partner, because my goals may be different from his goals. I mean, we all have our individual goals, but there are common goals that you will have, like, you know, consulting about schooling, education, you know, is it that you guys would like to travel? So it is important that we, you know, kind of have that little one-on-one discussion. I know briefly I had mentioned about joint banking, that I personally practice that. But I want us to talk a little bit more about joint budgeting. I know for me, I put all my expenses in an Excel sheet, and my partner, he does this.
He's that guy. He's the Excel sheet. Me, I am the first of the month, so the rent needs to be paid, the light bill needs to be paid, the water. I just pay them.
Yes.
Boom.
So you're more informal when it comes on to
very, very
joint
informal.
budgeting.
So informal, it annoys him. But it's part of being a creative. It's who I am. I can't. And then I'm still kind of old school. I like pen and paper. So sometimes I will get a notepad and then lose the notepad. But
so for us, like, we don't really do joint budgeting so much. But I know what I know what I pay.
You know your responsibilities.
I know what my responsibilities are, and he will know what his responsibilities are.
What sacrifice are you prepared, you know, to accomplish your goals? We know that we're moms, we are hardworking moms, we're dedicated.
I think what I have been experiencing and the sacrifice that I have been making is time with my daughter. So because, like, I'm on set a lot, and, you know, if you're familiar with set life, it can be 4 a.m. in the morning until midnight. No, but in an ordinary world, it's very time consuming.
it is.
So it means that I don't get to spend as much time with my daughter as I'd love to. And I mean, when I come home, I'm tired. Like, I'm beat. I just want to, like, relax. So, you know, there's that I'm kind of, that's a sacrifice that I find that I make.
Well, for me, I have a 9-to-5 job. I do have to ensure that I'm making a conscious decision to, you know, show up for my son. And I the way how I make sacrifices is that I will not necessarily go out with friends on the weekends. So weekends is time allotted for my child.
Look, well, my first honest sacrifice that I had to make this year, I missed my daughter's first birthday. It was devastating. Like, I bawled. As much as I prepared everything, you know, I bought her cake, and I set up, I had my mother-in-law just set up the party and everything. I just felt like a big chunk of me was missing. Because first of all, I'm the only one that knows how to take pictures. So nobody took good pictures. And it was stressing me out. But she had a great day, but I cried because, you know, it was the first time I was missing anything for any of my kids like that. And I just feel like at this age, especially when you cannot have them under control, you know, birthdays are so important to me, just on a whole. And that was my first sacrifice. But now I'm in a space where I understand, you know, I've been talking to more moms, talking to a bunch of people that just getting their insights, and they all tell me the same thing. Listen, don't beat up yourself too much. You're doing it for the greater good. You were working. You know, it's different if you're just out there palavering and having fun. That's a whole different ballgame. But you're actually working
to secure their future.
To secure their future. So they're like, you know, don't be hard on yourselves. And we do that as moms and even just as individuals. We do that a lot of times.
So do you guys discuss money with your children? I mean, they're
babies.
They're babies. I know, but
actually, I would say yes, because Yara has she has this little she has a whole bunch of piggy banks, so she's really into saving and like putting her coins in her piggy bank, and she has this little fanny pack that if we're going to the supermarket,
she wants to pay.
Yeah, man.
I love
so
it.
she'll have her $50 and she'll buy up mint, whatever. But yeah, I think I try to encourage her to save, to get that in her mind that things cost money. And mommy's spending money and daddy's spending money and grandma's spending money. So,
There you have it. This was definitely a good talk. What was your key takeaway? Thank you so much for watching Millennial Moms and Money.